What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone. Chaotic morning when it came to the market. The fall, I think the rise was faster than the fall, if I'm being honest. The market, we're going to get into all that: training, snow, investments, my purchases, some crucial LTD information. Before we get into that though, twitch.tv/iJoeBruin. I'm having a huge stream tonight, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, somewhere around there, maybe a little earlier. We're going to be opening all of my presents. I have 140 of them total, over 10 mil worth of snow. But let's get into the content. Ricky Williams, power back, 96 overall. They gave him solid speed, 95 speed, 96 break tackle. Run, Ricky, run. If you haven't seen that, ESPN 30 for 30, I highly recommend that as well. Marlon Humphrey, 95 speed, 96 press are the two best stats on him. Man-to-man archetype, and again, 96 overall. The only downside I actually have with these cards is the fact that they're 0 chill, and I run the ghost strat card item, so I won't be able to get that +1 boost on all their stats like I do with any of the ghost cards. And then these are the two best ones by far. Derrick Henry, Scrambler, 96 overall. So if you power him up to 97, he will join Tim Tebow as the only escape artist, gunslinger, QB. 95 speed, the only kind of ifs about the card: 86 throw medium, or 87 throw medium, and I think 86 throw deep. And then Isaiah Simmons, I think this is the best card we got today. Zone archetype is it's huge for me since I can get mid-zone KO for 1 AP. 95 speed, I mean, this card is nutty. I think he's 6'4", not as tall as Ted Hendricks, but Isaiah Simmons still a beast. And then this is a huge curveball we got. So right before Presents went live, they tweeted all the reveals of the LTD, the presents. These LTDs are not going to be just like present cards. They're actually going into rerolls and in packs in general. Starting Monday, we're getting Derrick Henry and Isaiah Simmons in packs for 48 hours. And then on Wednesday, we're going to get Marlon Humphrey and Ricky Williams in packs for 48 hours. So what does that mean, and how did I react to that? Because originally my plan was to just go out and buy a bunch of these LTDs, as they were the only way they were going into the game was from presents. But now, since we're getting an alternate way that they're getting pushed into the game, I'm all on the train of you need to sell these cards right now. I even sold I didn't keep any of my extra large rare gifts. Ricky Williams going for about 630k, Marlon Humphrey about 600k, Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Henry, as I'm recording this, are all the way up to 900k. I can't stress this enough. Get rid of these cards. I don't really care that they could go up maybe an extra 50, 75k later this weekend. I think as we get closer to Sunday night, I really think Derrick Henry and Isaiah Simmons start to fall, just because the end. And I really think also a lot of people do not know that these are going in packs starting Monday morning, so they're just buying them up to 900k. We've seen with rerolls, if there's an LTD in rerolls, if there's an LTD in rerolls, their price is gonna, it really can't be above like 500, 600k. Like Devontae Adams was an amazing LTD, and he was 550k at one point. So these cards, I think, they're not ghosts, they're 0 chill. They'll probably be around, Ricky Williams and Marlon Humphrey will be 300, 350k, and then Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Henry should be around that 500, 600k range. I can't stress this enough. Go sell those cards right now. Do not buy these cards this weekend. Just buy them in the middle of next week. I know they're new cards. You want to try them out. Trust me. I wanted to keep mine that I got from my presents and power them up and use them in Weekend League. I have to just bite the bullet. I'm going to save hundreds of thousands of coins when I rebuy them in the middle of next week. All right, hopping into my purchases. What did I do this morning? Well, my original plan was to buy a bunch of those LTDs, and they hopefully would rise throughout the game or rise throughout the weekend. But that didn't really happen, so I kind of just transitioned. I didn't really do anything too specific. I really was just sniping training. Predominantly 93 overall Jim Kelly's were really cheap on the market, easily able to pick up at under 70,000 coins, which is like 5 coins per training, which has been cut in half. I also picked up some Javon Curses, some Reggie White Campus Heroes, because there was an 89 Campus Hero pack. Picked some of those guys up for 2 or 20,000 coins. You know, throwing a little Joe Mixon, some Jerry Rice. It was really just a little bit of everything. I was kind of in a time crunch because I knew I'd edit this video and I'm going over to my relatives for the day, so I kind of only had about an hour, 2 hours worth of, I mean, not even 2 hours, probably like an hour and a half worth of sniping. Picked up some Sean Taylors for the low 60s because he's in one of the large gifts, I want to say. It was just really kind of sprinkling a bunch of my favorite investments. Didn't really go crazy. Myles Garrett was probably the most advantageous or aggressive investment. Picked up 3 for the low 100s, and he's currently going for about 150 right now. All right, moving on to our investments, because this was probably the best day when it came to investments, and the only single L we took really one L when it came to investments that we were holding through the market crash, and that was Mel Renfro. This was kind of a scare, and it was a downside to holding Mel Renfro into Saturday. We thought possibly we could get an 89 overall Campus Hero pack, and that's just what we got. So his price went from about 50,000 coins. He's going for about 25k right now, but I will say There are not a lot of Mel Renfro 89s up. You can see by the market right now on your screen, you'll see 29, 29, and like 5 after that. He's all the way back to 50K. I think I'm just going to hold my 89 Mel Renfros. Hopefully training keeps kind of like slowly going up throughout the weekend. And with a Mel Renfro Legend being out, I'm hoping I can try to get 40, 50K back. I bought most of mine under 45K, so I'm just trying to get my coins back for him. But here we go, man. This is where I'm going to be disgustingly rich when it comes to, I mean, this is probably the best investment like window or the last couple days we are probably ever going to see. LTD Ghost cards. You remember Davante Adams, we were picking up for under 550,000, and he has shot all the way up to about 900K with the potential, and I think he's going to eventually get there to about $1 million. Absurd. Micah Parsons, we were picking up for under 430,000 coins, and he's all the way up to 800K with the potential, because there's not that many on the block to go to 900K. That is almost doubling your coins. I'm really hoping you guys were able to pick these guys up Thursday, or it was what, Thursday night. And then Tim Tebow, the only thing about Tim Tebow, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit, I want to get rid of Tim Tebow the fastest out of the two LTDs, because when Derrick Henry enters rerolls, he will probably be cheaper than Tim Tebow, and he will be the cheapest gunslinger. I think Tim Tebow can't be more expensive than Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry, when he drops Monday morning, when he's entered in the rerolls, Tim Tebow will have to kind of follow his price. I just have to assume, being that gunslinger escape artist kind of combo. But Tim Tebow is still, we bought him for under 400. He's about 550 right now. I think a reasonable price I'm going to get for him is about 575, 600K. And you can see we bought 27. I think in total we end up picking like 35 up. It's kind of a crazy number. I don't know if you guys will actually believe this. You guys can do the numbers, because I'm making over 150, 200K on each Micah Parsons and Davante Adams. I think I'm set to make somewhere around above 5 mil when it comes to those LTD Ghost investments. Just insane numbers. And when it comes to the core elites, Chris Harris Jr. spiked a little bit. I heard Chris Godwin went up a crazy ton. He kind of held his price throughout the week. And then Wyatt Teller finally has hit that kind of 20K mark I was expecting for him to hit earlier when Zero Chill Part 3 dropped on Friday. Was picking up for about 8K kind of during the week because of the leaks, and finally that kind of has paid dividends. And then Mike Williams 87 again. The moral of the story is patience. Just patience will pay off. Mike Williams team of the week. Sold a couple for 45K today. My last one's up for 35K. We were buying for under 20. And then Power Up Mike Williams. There are a lot less on the auction house. Currently like 6-7K. I'm really confident this Mike Williams Power Up, it will get to 10K sometime this weekend. But again, we are buying for under 3,000 coins. You can sell for 6K. Double your coins on Mike Williams Power Up. But and we're going to get into the juicy Power Ups. Darnell Savage Jr., man. We were picking him up for under 4,000 coins, and he is going for a strong 30K. They sell really, really fast. That's almost 23, 24K per card after packs. And then this is the big one. This was probably the best investment I gave you guys when it came to my Christmas Day market prep. Bo Jackson, the demand for Bo Jackson, the Blitz gift, the gifts we nailed when it came to predictions on the gifts. The Blitz gift was what we exactly thought it would be, to either a 93 Montez Sweat or Lamar Jackson, or Bo Jackson. So Bo Jackson crashed down in price. His 94 was going for like 150K at its lowest point. And the Power Up isn't able to get from a set, and it shot all the way up. I sold all 5 of mine for about 90 to 100,000 coins, making 75, 80K per card. If you bought 20 of those, you are just swimming in coins. And the Montez Sweat was kind of another. I didn't really look at Montez Sweat and Lamar Jackson team of the week, but Montez Sweat I think went up a little bit, probably around 50,000 coins. But that is all, man. Hopefully you guys were patient with your investments. You will be making a ton. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but we killed it when it came to investments this weekend. Now I'm going to talk a little bit just about a general trading snow market, because the trading market right now, I think it went down a ton. It was about 5 coins per, now an 83 or 93 overall. Sorry, it's going for about 85K. So I don't know the exact number. I think that's like 6 or 7 coins per trading, and that's probably where we're going to sit. It will slowly go up over the weekend, because you still can pull Darnell Savage and Mike Williams in those trading rerolls. So trading probably just going to slowly rise throughout the weekend. But when it comes to the snow and the ghost market, and I really hope you guys, I know this is kind of like, I don't mean to sound like a dick or something, but I was pretty spot on when it came to Ghost of Past being the cards that actually spike up the most off rip, because they're just the most meta cards. Everyone was waiting to buy their team. I mean, everyone was buying their team today. Ghost of Madden Pass, like, for the first 2 minutes, went down to 280, 275K. Right after that, shot right back up, and they're all above 300K right now. Their power-ups are going for absurd prices as well. Richard Sherman, Adrian Peterson's power-ups are going for like 50K. But the snow market, and this is where I'm kind of actually putting a lot of my coins, and you see the top left, I have 6.1k snow. You might have saw my bids, I was buying a lot of 94s for under 160. With Derrick Henry, all those LTDs being in reroll starting Monday, I think snow is going to spike up. I expect the 94 overall Ghost Madden present to go back up to 200k, which they were going for when we had the Ghost LTDs in reroll. So I've been picking up. I'm not going to go overboard with snow. I think I'm going to chill about 6.1. But I would highly recommend picking up some snow. 94 overalls for under 160, some 92 overalls for under 80,000 coins. If you plan on opening rerolls come Monday for the new, the old LTDs that are going to be in packs, buy snow now. It's the cheapest. It's only going to go up. The demand for snow on Monday is going to be insane, and there's going to be no supply. No one's really going to be opening packs when it comes to Monday. The only thing new will be bow nose players, and that's not going to enter snow into the market. I think snow is going to the moon Monday. The demand is going to be crazy. Isaiah Simmons, Derrick Henry, LTDs, and rerolls. You're telling me snow is going to stay at about a 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to coins snow? I really think those 94 overalls and snow in general is going to go back to where it was Wednesday. It's not really like a coin. It's not really an investment opportunity because you can't. The tax kind of kills all the profit there. But if you plan on opening up rerolls Monday, I promise, get your snow now. It is only going to rise throughout the weekend. There's still a lot of uses for snow. You can do rerolls right now for LTDs. You're going to do rerolls all during the next week. The demand for snow is not stopping anytime soon, and the supply is going to slow down a little bit after Christmas. So that is going to be all for this video today. Again, remember, stream tonight, 8:30, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Look at all the gifts we have to open. So many gifts. I'm really excited for that. Make sure you guys are holding on to your present cards or your reduxes, your legends. The prices are going to slowly rise throughout the weekend. I'm looking to sell the majority of my cards either tonight or Sunday. I'm going to sell a majority of them tonight just because we're going to be watching football NFL Sunday. We've got 2 NFL games today. I'm excited. I got some fantasy implications. Hopefully Kyler Murray balls out. But that is going to be all for the video. I will be kind of off the scene. Not really completely off the scene. I'll still reply to some comments for the next couple hours. Going to be at my relatives for the day to celebrate Christmas. But that is all for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. The link to Discord is in the description. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Going to start plugging that more and more. And until later tonight, hopefully we see y'all in the stream. Peace.